Hey there, this is Saunders saying hi. I have a question for you today. What do these three things have in common? Here's the first one. Number two. And number three. How are they all alike? You're right. They are seeds. Good job. A lot of the things that we eat that are healthy for us are plants. And in fact, the seeds and how they would reproduce. If I looked in your pantry, I bet I'd find a lot of these seeds also. Some of you may not like to eat seeds, but they do contain a lot of nutrients that we do need. This week, we're going to be reviewing in science parts of a plant. Good for you. You probably have a pretty good background about plant parts already from previous years in science. I'm going to conduct a little investigation with some kind of old celery that I have around my house. I only used a little of it when I made some soup recently, and I knew that this day was coming, so I've been saving it. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with celery, but usually it's really firm. My celery is not. And actually, another qualitative observation I can make is that it's kind of smelly. Usually doesn't smell this strong. I'm sure it's because it's lacking what it needs to thrive and flourish. And what do green plants need to thrive and flourish besides sunshine? Water. This celery is actually part of the plant called a stem. So we're going to take a look at this, and you'll watch a little video about it as well. I'm going to go ahead and use my knife and cut off the end of the celery stalks here. And it's probably hard to see. I don't know how it'll turn out. But if you look, you can tell that these poor things are just about dead. And when we're talking about qualitative observations too, it's really, really flimsy. So my celery is very flexible. If you went to the grocery store with your parents and got some celery, yours would probably be very stiff when it first comes home from the store. Not that I'm sure you would be going to the grocery store right now with your parents. Anyway, so when I cut this off, you can see at the very base, if you look really closely, which you probably can't tell with this, and hopefully you can repeat this at your house with your parents, there are little tiny tubes that go in there. Inside of stems, there are small tubular structures that transport the water throughout the plant. So our investigation that we're going to do is help illustrate exactly how that happens. I have my 3 jars with 3 different colors, and this is just a simple investigation. We're going to observe what happens. We'll be taking qualitative observations. There really isn't any quantitative data that we can take. So I'm just going to drop 1 stalk into each. I'm wondering if I'm going to be observing something to do with the food coloring, according to the investigation that I read about trying. I'm also wondering if they're going to be so flexible in like a day when I check it. So I'll just have to wait and see. I'll take a picture or share my results with you.